You know, I just realized that we are on Obi Wan Kenobi lightsaber overload this month. They just keep coming in. Apparently I ordered too many.
It's just Ben these days.
Hello there everybody, welcome back to the Collector's Outpost. I am John, and today we're looking at the brand new Korbanth KR Sabers custom Obi Wan Kenobi TV show replica lightsaber. I guess it's just one of those things where the television show came out and everyone decided to put out new Obi Wan lightsabers, and Korbanth teamed up with KR Sabers and they put out this awesome replica of the television show lightsaber. And even though I've got a bunch, I just couldn't pass up on this one. I needed to have a Korbanth lightsaber as part of my collection, and here we go. Let's take a look at the work that Korbanth and KR Sabers put together for us. We've got, number one, we've got this awesome box with this shiny gold lettering on front. Love having boxes like that. Now, if you remember, if you saw the Saber Forge video of the New Hope lightsaber, that just came bubble wrapped. This is packaged beautifully. Let's take a look at this. This, oh man. This is just, what a piece of work this is. Look at this, let's take this out. Packaged so nicely. Nice foam for protection. Yeah. This is a gorgeous piece of work. Just gorgeous. This was constructed so beautifully, it's not even funny. It's unbelievable. We've got all the weathering here on the grenade neck. Some of it down over here. You can see some of the black is scratched off. We've got some weathering around here. We've got the two buttons. These are actually buttons, unlike some of the other ones. We've got the weathering around the thin part of the neck. Now, this is actually the display piece. Okay, this comes with two tops. And you can see at the bottom here, I actually have the one for the speaker one. They give you two bottoms. Now, if you just want to display this as a piece just like that, this is the top you want to use, right? And then you can change this out. They gave you a flat piece. All right, let's see what they gave us here in the box. We've got an alternate top here. This one actually has a little nub at the top here, a little bit more of a holding piece. So that way, unlike this one, you see there's nothing there. This is gonna give you some more grip on the blade. And that's got, I don't know, what is that, about 1/4 inch maybe? Extra space for the blade to grab onto, which is always awesome. Because the problem with these thin necks is that the blade only gets to go up to here, right? So you only have maybe 1/4 inch or so of space that the retention screws and everything have to grab onto. So if you're swinging that thing around, that thing could just go fly away on you. And that's not something you want to do. All right, let's go through this and see what else we have here. We do have the alternate emitter piece. And over here, we have an alternate pommel bottom part here to swap this out. That way you can have the speaker or the actual kind of like replica piece, which would be more like what the prop would be made out of. And what else we got here? We've got the Allen key, which was a small problem when I got this. When I originally pulled this out to try to just make sure everything worked and everything, this is not fitting the screws all that perfectly. I actually had to grab another one out of my set here to actually fit. For whatever reason, this just goes in, it's like a hair too small, but it wasn't a big deal for me. I do have a ton of these Allen key sets laying around the house, and I just pulled one out and it works perfectly. And then let's see what else we got. We've got the charger, USB. And I think that's everything. Yes, okay. All right, so at the bottom here, we have the speaker version of this, and I'll show you really quick how to just swap this out and what that looks like. You could just unscrew this. And this is the alternate version that you could just screw right on so that it looks like an exact replica if you just want to put it on the shelf. All right, so that's the bottom, and that's the display top. There is a blade plug in there, which I'll show you in a sec. So that is a great, great piece. Now, I do wish they gave you a stand. We don't have a stand. Let me go get a stand so I don't have to rest this on the table. Okay, I always have a bunch of these little acrylic stands hanging out from a zillion of the other lightsabers I have. So let's put this here. Okie dokie. All right, so that's how it would look just as a display piece. We've got the auxiliary button, activation button, all that stuff right there. This does nothing, it's not a button. So we don't have to worry about anything there. All right, so let's get moving on this. The first thing we're gonna do is that we're gonna swap the display piece out with the blade piece. That way we can kind of get everything hooked up. All right, now you're gonna see here, it has that little bottom nub here. We're gonna hold on to that and we're gonna unscrew the top. That is actually the blade plug, and it goes underneath so that this sits on top of it here. It holds it in. All right, so we're just gonna hold this bottom piece here, the little piece of metal. We're gonna unscrew the top. Now over here, you'll see that the blade plug is just sitting in there. So let's flip that over. All right, so see, it just sits right in there. And that sits over it and it just kind of holds it on. All right, so let's get rid of that. And same thing in reverse, we just put this blade version on. This is weathered so beautifully. It really is. All right, there we go. Now, all around the side, we have 4 retention screws. All right, this is a KR blade I have. It's a little bit brighter than the standard ones. It's just what I have sitting over here. So we're gonna get that sitting in. Now we're gonna wanna push down a little bit, not too hard. You don't wanna break anything. Okay, we're gonna take off the pommel. There's a removable chassis in here, and that actually has the kill switch. So we gotta activate this bad boy. Pull that off. And we've got the removable chassis. Now you can see here, when you pull it out, you're gonna wanna put it in the exact same way. Over here, we've got the buttons, which should line up perfectly when you put it in to the buttons over here. All right, so you always be careful. Always be careful and gentle. Line it straight up, in and out. Right there. Never force anything. You don't want to ever force anything like this, you know, because you could, you know, snap something, break something. All right, now here, on the back here, we have the kill switch. So we're going to want to switch this on and take a listen.
Hello there.
Hello there. All right, so now this is activated. We're going to pop that back in. Where's the buttons? Here we go. Line this up and be careful. Okay. Pop the pommel back on. Beautiful. So inside there is a Profi board, so we got a bunch of different sounds, and I'll go through all the sounds, and let's get started. Here we go. The KR blades make such a difference. You know, they are maybe 20-30% brighter in person than the standard NeoPixel blades. And by the way, this is heavy. This is almost 3 pounds. I weighed this, and it was 2 pounds. What was it? 2.79 pounds with the blade. So it's got some heft to it. All right. Beautiful smooth swing. And in person, unlike some of the other ones that I have, this has a nice sounding speaker. It has a little bit of bottom end. It sounds a little bit thicker. It doesn't sound tinny. We got clash sounds. So we got blaster sounds. Oops. Now upside down, we have some blade drags. So let's see if we can do this. Let me down the exposure just for a second so you can see that. Okay. Love that. Then we've got a nice lockup. Before we get into the sound fonts, I'm going to get into the volume. I've seen a lot of people have problems getting in or finding the volume, or they think there's something wrong with their board because it's beeping. That's just the Hilt in volume mode. So we're going to hold the auxiliary and just give a little bump. All right, so that beep means we're in volume mode. So these two buttons are going to be volume up, volume down. Okay, as soon as you hear the higher pitch, that means you're at the end of either down or up. So let's go the other way. See the volume's going down? But we want it all the way up so we can hear everything out of this beautifully. Okay, auxiliary button again, and give a bump. All right, checking the battery level. Push auxiliary and hold.
4.04 volts.
4.04 volts. That means this thing is fully charged, ready to go. All right, let's get into some of the sound fonts. These things are amazing. So we just saw the Obi Wan sound font and the blue. So let's go to the next one.
Where is he?
Darth Vader. Incredible. I love this thing.
Feel, don't think. Use your instincts.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
Every time. Every time. I'm always taking out lights in this place. That's what happens when you have a tiny little office area.
Lord Vader.
Love it.
Rey Skywalker.
Rey Skywalker. Now you can see, I don't know if you were able to see it, but you had a little white and green ignition at the bottom there. Let's see if we can do it again. Get a close-up, we'll see if we can see the ignition color there. So good. God, this sounds so amazing. It's unbelievable.
This part is over.
Oh, look at that purple. Mace Windu. Spectacular. What else we got?
I can bring you in warm.
Mandalorian is going to be the dark
I
saber.
can bring you in cold.
Woo! Nice fire blade.
Force is with you, young Skywalker.
You're not a Jedi yet.
God, not for nothing. This speaker in here, I know I've said it a few times. God, this thing sounds good.
I'll never join you!
Hello, the Jedi. Ahsoka Tano! Bo-Katan sent me.
Ahsoka's blades. Oof. Kind of sounds like her hitting the Beskar, doesn't it? So nice.
I am Kanan Jarrus, Jedi Knight.
Persistence and the Force is my ally.
It is obvious that this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force.
Beautiful.
If you will not turn to the dark side, then perhaps she will.
Oh. You hit it, you can hear the sand people. That's awesome.
At last we will have our revenge.
Now this is pod racing.
Super cool. Sounds like a pod racer. It's like a really cool fire blade. A little wider at the bottom, some flickers in the middle, a bit more red at the top. One of my favorites. This is the Ghostbuster sound. Look at that. We've got the purples and the reds and the whites and the blues. You got the brighter emitter part over here. This looks just like a proton pack. Amazing. I gotta hear that one more time. Ready? Oh, it's so good.
The Dark Lord's sorrow.
These aren't the droids you're looking for.
Oh, that is beautiful. It's like a fire blade, but it's like rotating between all the colors. So nice. Oh man. They've got a great selection of blades and sounds and everything in here.
It's just Ben.
All right, and that's it. We're actually back to the beginning. All right, everybody, that is it for this video. This is the Korbanth KR Sabers Desert Wanderer. It is the replica from the Obi Wan Kenobi TV show. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please drop down, give a like. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe, hit that notification button, share, leave some comments. I love chatting with everybody down there. And as always, I'll see you all in the next video. Be safe and kind out there in the world. See ya.